subscribe, hit the bell so you can get notifications every time I upload a new video, and smash the like button. So today we are just going to find out whatever the cards wants to share with us today. Whatever spirit wants to share with us, whatever messages wants to come out, that is the message that we will endeavor to receive today. If you are new to my channel, I want to welcome you. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you can get notifications every time I upload a new video. And alright, Spirit, clear these messages. What is it that Spirit Divine wants the collective audience to know now? What is it that Spirit Divine wants the collective audience to know now? What is it? Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to my channel. What is it that Spirit Divine wants the collective audience to know now? What is it that Spirit Divine wants the collective audience to know now? Clear and concise. Two cards. First card that we can actually see that has come out is the Ace of Cups, although that is the final card to fall. And of course, we've got the Six of Cups here. Sorry, Six of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. Let's flip these two over and see what's going on here. We got the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Pentacles, as well as the Eight of Swords. I've been seeing the Eight of Swords a lot lately, and the Eight of Swords is really given a feeling of stuck, kind of like not feeling like you're able to move around, just really, really, really feeling kind of stuck, trapped. Or this could also be a never-ending cycle of overthinking that somebody might be experiencing or going through. So let's take a look. We got the yeah, so look, we've got the 10, we got the Wheel of Fortune, not the 10, right? It is a 10, which represents endings, beginnings, etc. So this is a beginning starting off with fortune, okay? It's in the upright position. The next card following that is the Six of Pentacles. I feel like Spirit wants you to know that there is something fortunate. You have something fortunate coming towards you, right? Something good could be coming to you, but maybe you are kind of overthinking life, overthinking whatever's going on in your life, that you might be resisting whatever's coming into you. You ever have somebody offer you something, you're like, nah, I'm good, thanks so much, but I'm good. Sometimes, you know, I just heard an African proverb or something like that that says that, you know, when somebody offers you something, you should take it because, you know, it's the universe trying to share something with you. So I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of getting that vibe here with this card, with the Eight of Swords, almost like you or somebody here is experiencing a bit of resistance, and causing that resistance could be because of the way that you're thinking in life, your mindset or whatever. But regardless, don't think too much about it, I think is what Spirit is trying to say. You know, don't think too much about what's coming towards you. And this could be prime example of when this type of thing happens is somebody with trust issues, right? If you've got trust issues, you know exactly what I'm talking about, okay? You question everything. Almost always somebody is out to get you for some reason or another. Okay, you can never trust what this person's saying. You always gotta like read between the lines. There's just never like a comfortability, a feeling of just feeling comfort and hearing and saying, you know, hearing what this person is saying and taking it as it is, right? If you've got trust issues, you are always questioning, you are always analyzing. And so this is one of those times where, you know, something like this could be happening where the universe is literally offering you something, you know, offering something to you. It could be love here with the Ace of Cups showing up here. Or it could be fortune, you know, it could be charity, it could be money, it could be a gift of some sort, some abundant gift or some good gift. And you're just like, I don't know, you know, maybe I might get hit with too many taxes later down the line if I take this gift now, right? And boy, don't I know it, okay? Bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Wands. This is also that feeling of, I was about to do the bottom, but we got to go back here because we're not done here. We're not done here. This can also be that feeling of, this is too good to be true. It's like you're questioning everything. Like, if you feel something and, you know, with somebody and it seems good and it's feeling good, you just, something got to be wrong. You know, this is that something got to be wrong energy. It just can't be what it is, boo. Like, it just can't be what it is. Okay? And I get it. Like, if you're always dealing with situations like that, it's hard to get out of that place of trust, just openly trusting, right? Yeah, I mean, it's hard to do that, but I do have to say that, you know, I feel like what's gonna happen is gonna happen anyway. But what I've learned through this journey is that we can make it worse by the way that we allow our mind to run. Okay, we let our mind start crawling and then it start walking and then it start running and then it start flying. You know how ideas can go from being this little tiny idea to being this massive fucking, you know, colossal issue in your life. And it becomes bigger and bigger the more you think about it, the more you obsess over it, the more you are concerned and worried about it, right? And so what I've learned through this journey is that, you know, where you allow your mind to go. You good?
Hey, Mom.
Hey,
Okay.
what's up?
Nothing.
What you doing?
This? That's what I got.
You talk to him?
Yes.
Okay. Can you do me a favor and look over there and see if there's a lighter so I can light some sage? Anyway, yeah, thank you so much. You know, it's the way you let your mind go, you know? And I know oftentimes I'm talking about this and y'all be like, man, I could be on some bullshit. But let me tell you something. I have seen these things happen over and over and over and over and over again. I know it to be true. And I've seen it happen where it's I come up with some crazy idea in my mind, a bad thought, and then I'm think it so much that it begins to occur in life. And then I've also done it in the opposite way where I thought something good so much that the good thing actually occurred. Now, this doesn't absolve people of their responsibility of their action or nothing like that, but it does lend to the concept that you are a part of this creation process, right? And as you coexist, you co-create. And so take the opportunity to co-create. Everything ain't too good to be true. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you got a good thing right in front of your face and you fuck it up. Why you fuck it up, okay? Anyway, let's move forward. Let's find out what's going on here. We have the Six of Wands followed by the Tower card and the Knight of Pentacles. Yes.
You covered thing. Wait, are you doing a reading?
Yes, I am.
Oh, it's facing that way.
Yes, it is. Anyway, so we've got the Six of Wands here. And we also have the Tower card. You know, I think that there's some plan here. There's a surprising plan here. A surprising plan going on for somebody. Maybe that could be something that's plaguing your mind, got you thinking. But ultimately, what I see here is the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck, right? We're seeing some sort of victory coming through. Obviously, we started here with the Wheel of Fortune, so we want to know what this victory is about. Like, what is this? What is this? So let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. Let's find out more. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, definitely subscribe. Hit the bell so you can get notifications every time I upload a new video. All right, Spirit. What does the collective audience need to know? What is Okay. So these cards flew out. We got the Queen of Wands. She fell out like this, so I'm going to leave her like that. All right, we've got the Death card. There's an ending coming, okay? I think this is a surprise, the ending that might be coming. And this ending could be with either like a side person, side chick, side female, mistress or something, or with somebody who is a witch, somebody who's a sorceress. And honestly, because this is crossing, I feel as though this is potential. This is like a reverse cross right here for me. So I feel like there's some sort of ending, a death of some sort of sorceress or some sort of witch. Um, that's what I'm seeing here. So the energy that's building on this right here, there's more energy that's building on this, and I feel like what we're looking at here is we are looking at someone who has been getting work done, spell work done by a specific um, witch, I guess, sorceress or whatever, magician or something like that. She's a female for sure. Either that is going to end, that magic, that work that has been done, or this witch is dying. This witch is going to die. It's going to be one of the two. So yeah, I don't know what that's about, but okay. I also see here the Ten of Cups, which is surprising, because now I'm getting a surprising feeling about this energy. The energy that I'm getting here is that this death, it's almost like spiritually supported, and it allows someone to advance to their wish fulfillment. Okay, somebody's taking a leap of faith towards their wish fulfillment. This is what somebody's wanted to do. I feel like this is what somebody's always wanted to do. I keep hearing the term, this is what I always wanted to do. I always wanted to do this or something like that. That's what I'm hearing. And what I'm feeling. And look, we've got the Empress under here too. So there is somebody who has always wanted to take action towards an Empress. And this is what's going to happen as a result of this ending or this death here. And this could be a transformation, but it's a definite ending for me. And I am feeling very much like this is a reverse, like in reverse, right? Kind of in reverse. So I do feel like this person was very possibly possessive, very kind of, what's the word? Temperamental as well. I'm getting a temperamental energy here. Now, even keep in mind, this could mean that let's just say that this is just somebody, this witch was just hired by somebody. If this witch was hired by somebody, the person that hired this witch was very temperamental and would go to this witch and you know, as soon as they get mad, like if, you know, this person's like walking down the street and somebody spills a drink, you know, not even knowing that they were there, and then they get the drink on their shoes, and now this person's mad and they go to the witch and they throw spells. You know what I mean? Like, this is somebody who's very reckless with magical work. They don't have a moral compass when it comes to magic. They're just temperamental, and they are you're irrational and just quick to just quick to do some shit, right? Quick to throw some magic here. That's what I'm feeling here with this energy right here. But I do feel that even if, regardless of whether or not this is somebody that was hired or whether this person itself was the witch, whoever this was that was initiating the magical work is very irrational, temperamental, high-strung, short fused, just quick to go off the deep end. Okay, and this person is actually almost in the energy of, I feel like for a while this person was like uncontrollable in the way in which they were like attacking with magic. Okay, so bottom of the deck here says that this ending right here is actually going to lead someone to take a step. This is going to lead someone down a path. So Spirit is supporting this pathway to wish fulfillment for a new beginning here, right? And also to that leap of faith to an Empress. So there's an Empress out there in the world. I don't know who it is, who you are. Whoever you are, Empress, someone is coming towards you. They are going to take a leap of faith towards you. Because this ending, in some way, it's like an opening of the energy or something like that. It's like a, you know how You know how in movies where there's like, let's just say, remember Jumanji? Remember the movie Jumanji? And remember how in Jumanji, they, once the game got started, right? There was no stopping it once it gets started. You gotta go through the whole game, right? And all this shit would just come. But do you remember when they rolled the final play and it was like, okay, now we finally won the game? And do you remember how everything just winded up in like a whirlwind and the game like sucked it all back up? That's what I'm feeling. Like that's the vision or the vibe that I get from this ending here or this death. Either this person died or this witch died, or there is like an ending there, like maybe this witch or cut things off or ended it or something like that. But whatever the case is, there's like a whirlwind of energy that is being sucked back up into that game that opens the energy to support this endeavor to the Empress. So somebody's going towards their happiness. Like somebody's like, I've always wanted to do this. I've always wanted to do this. And they're taking a leap of faith towards their wish fulfillment, which is going to lead to the Empress. Wow. Let's find out what this person might want to say. Okay. I feel like I should be using the purple deck. Where's the purple deck? Here it is. It's right here. Okay. I feel like I should be using this deck. Alright, Spirit, clear and concise messages. Let me just like this real quick. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. Hopefully you're doing well today. I can't see your comments at this moment, but I'll check in just a few minutes. But I do want to say thank you if you are joining or tuning in. We are just doing a read just to find out what is going on in the energy. And we've got quite a few things that have already come out. Now we want to find out what this person kind of has always wanted to say, because that's the energy that came out with this bottom of the deck energy. Down here at the bottom of the deck, this energy is, I've always wanted to do this. I've always wanted to say, I've always wanted to come, I've always wanted to do this. And I'm feeling like this here, this energy here, this sorcerer here or this sorceress here has been stopping this energy from forward movement. And now once this death or this ending happens, that allows the energy to open up. So let's find out what this person wants to say, Spirit. Clear and concise messages. What does this person want to say? Clear and concise messages. What does this person want to say? Okay, that's the card. Please be patient with me. It's here at the bottom of the deck. I'm intimidated by you. Wow. I don't know how I feel about that card, but please be patient with me is here. And I love you is right under there. See? So, I was pretending to be someone else is also here. Alright, let's see what else comes out. So I don't know what I want, Destiny. So I don't know what I want is coming out. And I feel like this is kind of the energy that has been like occurring. Like this is the energy that's been kind of going, circling around whatever this thing is here, whatever this situation is here. Okay? And this person has been confused about what they wanted, potentially, most likely, because of this sorceress energy right here. Okay? I gave into temptation, so this person is also kind of, this is somebody who's coming open. They're coming open. They're coming clean, honey. They're coming clean about whatever it was that they were feeling, or the different things that they may have experienced throughout this time that they felt held back and stuck, okay, by this magic. This person's coming clean, honey. They're coming clean. All right. You make me want to be a better person. So you really encourage this person. Look, the Empress energy is here. So you're giving this Empress vibe, right? You're giving this Empress energy. And you make this person just want to be an overall better person. Like you make this person, you make this person question their behavior. You make this person question what they're doing, which is a good thing, right? Because sometimes, you know, if you don't have any checks and balances, you just out here acting, you just out here just doing shit. And you don't care. It's like you're like a tornado. You don't care who you hit. You don't care what you do. You don't care how you make people feel. You don't care, you know, what happens. But the reality of that is that when you are out here just behaving in a frivolous manner, you are leaving a stream of broken hearts or bad situations or bad actions. And ultimately, that can come back. That's going to come back to you at some point, right? But more importantly, you're leaving the world in a worse place than you found it, right? And so that can always hold some sort of internal blowback or whatever, right? Some people don't give a fuck. Some people really don't, but I do. All right. Let's see what else he says. So I was pretending to be someone else. It's coming out again. But you are the love of my life. So this is an energy, somebody who actually does have feelings for this empress, whether that's you or whatever. Put the energy where it goes. Keep in mind, it is a general message. It may or may not resonate with you. Don't hold on to shit that ain't yours, okay? But also, if you're vibing with the energy, if you're vibing with this, then it's a good way to know how a person that has been kind of fickle with you is or was actually feeling. And that's what I can see. This person says, you're the love of my life. So I feel like this person was being held back, feeling stuck for a very long time, unable to move forward, potentially moving forward, like constantly moving to new connections, new love, new relationships, new situations, just, Rolling Stone type energy, right? But this energy here, the death of this energy here, is opening up the pathway for this person to come and say all of these things that they want to say. They find you attractive, okay? All right? It feels like there's a long distance situation, but it could be that you guys are long distance mentally and emotionally. Like mentally and emotionally, you guys have been kind of distant from each other. Friends and family disapprove of this connection. So I'm so sorry is an apology here. I feel empty without you, and I'm afraid of commitment. So, but I'm planning to reach out to you is also here. So this is somebody who's planning to reach out to you, right? This person has an apology to give to you. Maybe they're dragging their feet on that apology. I don't know, but it's definitely an apology here because the I am sorry card is coming up. Feeling empty without you is giving me the vibe that after this death right here, where all of that energy opened and swirled open, I feel like this person is like, the feelings that this person has had for you has made a strong comeback. And this person is thinking about you. This person is feeling like they don't want to be in the environment that they've been in. They want to be with you. Like, I want to be with Sho. Okay, I want to be with Sho, Bo. I want to be with my Bo. Okay, I want to be with my Bo. But there was a lot of disapproval of this connection. Sometimes people don't end up together, just like the West Side Story. Just like Romeo and Juliet, they was apart, worlds apart. They wasn't together because mom and dad the families was not having it. They was like, we don't fuck with them, and you don't fuck with them. And the kids was like, but I do though. And the parents was like, but you don't. Okay, and so, hi, what's up?
Get the cat here.
Yeah, I
spying
see.
on you. Just spying on you. Don't mind me.
No biggie. So anyway, there's a lot of family, friends that just simply do not approve of this connection here. And that has caused a lot of friction in between here, okay? A lot of friction. Whew. What else? Did you ask your dad?
There's nothing in here. I already took it.
I'll take those two.
Take what? The
Commitment. I feel like somebody's getting a sense of like a higher calling here with the Hierophant showing up. I also do get a sense of commitment as well. This person wants to almost like build a foundation, build a family. It's like they want to set some roots. They want to set some roots. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. We've got the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. I do feel like there has been definitely a strong manipulation of this connection, as well as the financial standing and stability. There has been, with this energy right here, there has been manipulation of this connection, of the nurturing of it, as well as the stability of the connection as well. Space. I need to take a step back because I'm still trying to figure out what I want. Causing a lot of space to happen and to occur. I feel like this person may have asked for or wanted space because they wanted to get grounded. I feel like this is somebody who's like not feeling like they have enough, right? It's like I need to build something first. I need to have more. I need to build my foundation first before I can move forward into a connection. But this person, the planning card says, I know that I want you in my future. I'm working on making the proper plans. So that's basically exactly what I was just saying right there, that somebody is like trying to make the proper future for you, for the connection, right? But you know what I think? I think oftentimes you miss a lot of time, right? Like, you can't get back the time, right? You can't get back the time. And so much time goes by, and you go on about your lives, and you live your lives separately, and you find someone else to be with, and blah, blah, blah. I know that story, right? You know those stories on TV where, they maybe in high school, and then they go off into their own respective lives just to come back, 30 years, 40 years later and say, I loved you the whole time. Like, are you fucking serious, bro? All this goddamn time we wasted, we could have been together. All right? Unresolved. Look at that. Unresolved. This is an unresolved love situation. I do feel that there has been a lot of interference in this connection, a very lot. Obviously, we do have the friends and family disapprovals. We have the magical elements. We have the magical interferences. And we also have, a lot of magical interference here. We have the own, analysis paralysis, the overthinking, the not able to get your mind right, allowing other people, such as family and friends, to put fucked up things in your mind that makes you, think the worst. We also have the unresolved card that says, so much has happened between us in the past, can we work through it again? That's it, so much time goes by. And, when that time passes, now you've got the concerns and the worries about whether or not this will ever be able to work out, And that can happen in many types of situations. Like, you could be in the same house, under the same roof, all that shit. You could still end up in a situation like that. I just want to have fun with you. So somebody really just wants to have fun, right? It's like not too serious energy, and maybe that's where, look, an apology comes out as well, but maybe that playful energy, it's like, it's cool to have a little fun, but I'm not a game. Like, you're not about to sit here and play games with me, right? And so I definitely feel like somebody is just not here for that shit. The sorry card says, please accept my apology so that we can move past this. We've got sorry twice, so we've got a confirmation of the sorry energy. So somebody is definitely coming in an apologetic manner. Okay, so this is somebody that's definitely coming in for apologies. You've been thinking about me because I've been thinking about you. We're connected. So this person definitely feels connected to you. They've been thinking about you tremendously, very much so, heavily. Almost can't stop thinking about you, right? Because of the 8 of Swords. And I think that this person really thinks of you as being that wish fulfillment. Hey, Aquarius Papers. Hey, TT. How's it going? Welcome. Hey, guys, don't forget to smash the like button. So, I think that this person has been thinking a lot. Look at this, inner focus. They're like, I need to focus on myself, right? But this person probably will, hold on, because no. See, look, this is, I need to think about myself, but then player energy. Like, are you serious? So you out here being a player, you playing games? Like, is that what you're doing, right? Because it says, I just want to have fun with you, right? So I feel like this person is also kind of been in that focus, like inner focus, needing to focus on the self, building the personal confidence, but also this person's out there playing around, you know. Listen, you can play all you want, but sometimes when you play with what you want or what you need, it ends up being gone in the end, right? The Star card. Aquarius energy. The Star card can also represent healing energy as well, by the way. It can also it represent a sense of freedom. You know, I was online or something. I don't know what I was reading. I was reading something, and it was talking about this guy who had asked this girl. He was like, "Yeah, you wanna? I think we should bring other people into our relationship, right?" And obviously, when men talk about bringing other people into the relationship, they are talking about bringing another woman into the relationship. Okay. So she was like, "Okay, cool." So I guess he had asked for like an open type of relationship or whatever, just expecting that it would be him bringing women into the situation, right? And that she would not request or ask for a man. So they go out to this club and he's, you know, being with this woman, and then this guy who has a very, very big member comes and basically, you know, starts digging his wife out. So now after the fact, now he's mad that he's opened up the relationship and that he's asked for that, you know, for that open connection. Now he wants to close the relationship back down. You see, men have a tendency to be very short-sighted when it comes to these types of things, you know. Maybe this person has the grass is greener syndrome and they continue to try to look for something more or whatever while having exactly what they need right in their face. Maybe this person has this concept of, oh, I need to have this sense of freedom, right? Which is understandable. If I'm being honest with you, I do understand. Just remember that goes both ways, okay? Anyway, sense of freedom is what I'm definitely feeling. Hi. I've been good. How about you guys? How much for a question? $10. So anyway, the Star card is here, bringing in that freedom, that sense of freedom, and maybe that's what this person is trying to do. It's like this person potentially may not want to be, or may not have been wanted to be tied down. However, now I'm getting this sense that this person has been thinking about you so heavily, right? Because we did have that that energy card. This person has been thinking about you so heavily that concept of freedom is like, it's here, but it's more so that's what this person was thinking about, because now they're waiting. They're waiting for you to, I don't know what, realize? To realize or to come out of ghosting? Like, I don't know. Like, what the hell are you waiting for? Like, okay. Fulfillment. Achievement. I feel like this person has been wearing a mask, setting up illusions, pretending to be one way when in actuality they're another way. This has been somebody who has been wanting to play. You know, they want to focus on themselves. They want to be out here being a player. They want to do this. They want freedom. They want all that stuff. But in reality, this person loves you, because the love card has come out a couple times. Maybe this person had decided to go down that route because they were getting from friends and family. They were telling them, oh, you need to go do this. You don't need that. And you don't need this, and blah, blah, blah. You know how things can be. When guys have friends, you know, their friends get to talking shit about them trying to, you know, get comfortable with somebody, and then some of them don't have a strong mind to tell them to fuck off. So now this person has gone off, and now they can't get you off their mind. They're thinking about you constantly after wanting to sow their royal oats, for lack of better words. just to find out that it was all an illusion. It was all an illusion. It's one fucking fat illusion. Because now you're standing there with all the swords, but no one else wants to participate with you anymore. No one else is there anymore. Everybody else is gone. It's a fat fucking illusion. You're gonna lose out on a good thing for temporary pleasure. You're gonna lose out on a good thing because you listen to people who don't want to see you doing good, who don't want to see you happy. That happens to females too, guys. Let's be real. Sometimes females, maybe you're in a relationship with somebody and you got a single friend, and she's telling you, oh, these niggas ain't shit, this, that, and third, and you start listening to her. Never do that. I mean, if your friend can't support your connection, I mean, I understand if this dude is fucking up like royally, that's one thing. But just off the rip, with no indication that anything's going wrong, that's where we have a problem, right? There are people out there that just don't want to see you be happier than them. You have to be the one to see that. Okay? Friends and family disapprove of this connection. Meanwhile, you are in love. This person's in love. There's been some sort of witch. That was holding this energy apart. And now you're apologetic and you're sorry. Times 2. Feeling empty. Because you were acting out fear of commitment. And now the person that you want to commit to is minding their own fucking business somewhere fucking else. See how that works, guys? What is the outcome here? $333 for yes or no questions. All right, Spirit, tell us what the outcome is. Strength card. Yeah, somebody has to learn how to have that discipline. You know, you've got to build that discipline muscle in you. And heal the need for thrill, additional excitement, third-party situations. You know, there's something somebody needs to grow out of it. Not to say they're all bad, right? Like sometimes I get it. Some people are into the polyamory and things of that nature, and I get it. I'm just gonna leave that there. I'm not gonna even expand on that at all. Okay. Decisions. Somebody has to make a decision. And I think this is somebody who's been having to make a decision that's been very hesitant about making that decision. Okay? Been very hesitant about making this decision. I do see, though, I'm bringing the apology energy back because it keeps calling out to me. We do here have the energy of the Temperance and the energy of the Star card, which is about healing energy. So there is a need and a desire to heal something here. There's something here that needs to be healed. I feel like it's a love situation, you know, where somebody potentially, for no good reason, for no real good reason, potentially fucked up a chance to just to have a love, to love someone, or to be in love, or to love a person, or to be in love with someone, you know? Gotta say, it doesn't always come by, you know, based on things that I've been seeing. It don't look like y'all out there finding a lot of love, you know? So when you get the opportunity to love, you take it, okay? The Magician card is here. Manifestation. Resourcing. Being resourceful. Manifesting. What are we manifesting? Chaos, it looks like. Hold on. Let's see what happens. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. A decision? What decision? Somebody's taking their... Okay. Somebody's taking the lead. And now we have the Emperor and the Empress, by the way. Okay? But somebody's going to take the lead. Somebody's going to step into their power and they're going to step up. Okay? They're going to step their game up. Step in their game up. They may even find mentorship as well with somebody that's a little bit older than them as well. This person is going to get grounded. Have more stability. Yeah, it's going to be a little stressful, you know? It's going to be a little stressful because you're used to being it's going to be a little bit stressful because you're used to being out here in these streets on some fuck shit, right? You're used to not having to be disciplined, have self-discipline, right? You're used to just going and running wild, but what has that gotten you? What has that gotten you? Ultimately, stepping into your own power to find that stability and security is going to lead to the Chariot card, which is success, okay? And achievement and victory. It is going to lead to good things, okay? But you do have to find control. You do have to find discipline. You know, you do have to get prepared and get ready. And not make excuses about it as well. Like, you know, put in the work is what I'm feeling here. Put in the work somebody needs to do. Let's see if there's anything else this person may want to say. CashApp, I guess? Yeah, CashApp. Fear. So I want this so badly, but I'm afraid of getting hurt, so I self-sabotage. That's another thing. Look, this is where we were talking earlier about analysis paralysis, negative thoughts, letting your negative thoughts run wild, run rampant till they start flying and they get legs and wings and flying, you know. You know, you are co-creating in your life experience. And so when you want things to turn out in a good way, you have to be in control of how you're thinking. Okay? Gesture says, I'm going to come and sweep you away. So this person is coming in with an apology, definitely planning on reaching out to you. This person feels like you are home, okay? They don't want you to go. Okay, this person is definitely telling you not to give up on them. Okay, this person is definitely saying that they were pretending to be someone else. And then you're the missing puzzle piece that makes me feel like I'm right where I belong, which is also coming in with the I feel empty without you card, right? So this is letting me know clear indications that this person does feel connected to you. Okay, so if you were concerned or worried whether or not this person feels connected to you, don't worry about that. They do feel connected to you. Now, the real question here is, are you going to do the work? Are they going to do the work required? Listen, you can talk all day. Okay, you can run your mouth. But if ain't no action behind that running of your mouth, you ain't saying shit to me. Okay? Sadness says, I feel like I've lost you and I'm not coping well with it. Yeah, I've seen that behavior. Respect says, you deserve the best and I respect you. I want to do the right thing. Okay? So I get that. You know, there's a sense of morality coming in here. You know, there's a sense of wanting to do the right thing. Okay? But also, once again, you know, this is where we really have to question what the right thing is, right? Because we've got friends and family saying this connection ain't the right connection. We've got a sorceress, a magician, and somebody who is very temperamental and irrational, throwing magic to keep this situation apart. We've got questions. We've got, you know, thinking, overthinking, feeling stuck, feeling trapped, you know. And so now your mind is all over the place. You really don't know how you feel. That's why you wanted to focus, but you were out here being a player, right? That is definitely going to confuse you to a point where, well, shit, what is the right thing? What do I really feel? So that card says within a few months, I will be writing you a message. So this person will be reaching out to you via message. Could be via text or potentially email. I don't know, text or email in the very near future. So this person is going to be reaching out to you. okay, via text or via email, or I don't know if they're gonna be writing a damn letter and sending it in the mail, but maybe. You know? Karma says my life is falling apart and I'm struggling to deal with it. Ego says it's easier to block everything out right now. I'd rather ignore my emotions. Yeah, but that does not work long-term strategy. Right? That's not a working long-term strategy, because then you ignore all of the important things that are happening in your life, all of the important things that you need to address in your life. You don't address it because your ego's in the way, and you don't want to get everything, you don't want the emotions to get in the way, so you ignore the important things that make you feel good, right? And we can all do that. That's not just, some egotistical guy that can do that. I've done it, where I was not wanting to address how I was feeling, because it wasn't in alignment with, the direction that was implied that I should go, or the direction that I societally grew to know. So there's a lot of things that can keep you from really acting out what you truly feel and what you truly desire to do because of this whole ego thing too. Okay, feeling trapped pushes me away. Please give me this space, some space. All right, so this person is also feeling like claustrophobic as well, which means that they really are having a difficult time breaking this stuff down mentally and emotionally. Okay. I feel like this person is having a difficult time dealing with their emotions. Yeah, for sure. Yep. Oh no. So the damage has already been done, and I don't know how to pick up the pieces. So some of you might be saying no to this person. This person might be coming with a promise, or you might be like, nope. This person could also be fearful that you will say no. Like maybe that's just something that they're afraid of, that they're feeling, concerned about whether or not you will actually receive them and listen to them when they come to you. Okay, will you believe them when they come to you? Okay, so that could be another thing that's stopping this thing from moving forward. But yeah, that's kind of the vibe, the energy that I'm picking up here. So let's go ahead and clean these up. And let's see what's going to happen here. AquaStarGoddess. All right, Spirit, what is going to happen here? Clear and concise. King of Swords. Ending, transformation. What else? An offer. I think this is a transformation here that's happening. I also think that there has been somewhat of an ending that has occurred as well. This person has been heavily thinking about this situation, or maybe both of you guys have been heavily thinking about this thing. I do also think in the future there will be some sort of an offer here. I think this person is working at coming towards you. I think that maybe one or the both of you have a strong passion towards the other. Look, we've got the Queen and King of Wands here. I think there's a strong passion between the connection here. And I do also think that you guys will have some time to spend time and celebrate with one another. It does look like there's some work that comes with it, that comes before this, or within this, surrounding this activity though. I feel like this person is working towards being able to come towards you and spend time with you. Okay. So yes, there was an ending of some sort here for sure, but it's for a transformation to happen and occur. And then when that transformation happens and occurs, I think that you guys are more on the same page here with the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands being present. This allows you guys to enjoy each other's time and company. This also allows you guys to have this sense of connectedness and almost commitment to one another. It's almost as though you guys are committed to each other here. The work is being done now, and also wish fulfillment will be reached here with the two of you guys taking the leap of faith. I think you guys are going to take the opportunity to really think about how you're feeling. I think this ending is definitely turning out to be a transformation, right? A rebirth. Because then this offer comes immediately after, right? This is an offer. This is, I'm giving something to you. And I think that this is mutual because now we have the Queen and the King of Wands. So it is a mutual giving. And then, of course, down here we have the, celebration or the spending time, having fun with one another to the Two of Cups. So yes, that's what we're looking at here. So it looks like you guys are going to find a way to forgive each other. All right. Well, that was a reading. It was a total word. So welcome, guys, to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Before I go, I wanted to make sure that anybody have any questions. Let me know if you do. Wow, what a lot of information that came out in those cards. In the meantime, how have we been doing? We've been doing okay. Drika, Angelus, Aquarius Babe West, TT, Rika. Okay. Hopefully you guys have been doing well. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling much better lately. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have a strong recovery. I've been doing push-ups a little bit, like here and there. Not too many, but like some. So I'm feeling really good. Let's see here. What else can we pull? I kind of want to find out how this person is feeling about you overall. All right, let's find out how this person is feeling overall. So I'm going to try to get back to just kind of doing my readings very consistently like we used to back in the day. So yeah, I'm going to get back to doing that. I'm super excited about that actually because I kind of miss just doing my readings, All right, Spirit, how is this person feeling about the collective? Clear and concise. How is this person feeling about the collective? Clear and concise. How is this person feeling about the collective? Clear and concise. Ooh, uncertainty. Uncertainty is here for sure. This is a very stern energy too. Why so stern? Okay, good. Okay, so this is a very stern energy, I don't know that this person feels like they're uncertain that they'll have another opportunity. That's what I'm saying here. Because this goddess of swords is like, bitch, come if you want. I'm gonna cut you. I will cut you right in the middle. Okay. And this is where the uncertainty is. The Two of Swords in reverse. It's like, oof, I don't know. A lot of uncertainty, I feel like this person is feeling. Alright. About you, right? The Hierophant. I think this person is feeling also a little bit stressed, you know, about how to find the balance within this situation as well. So, I think as far as how this person feels about you, there's definitely that uncertainty about having another chance or another opportunity with you. Another chance to get commitment and another chance to be successful with you, another chance to really find the balance between the two of you guys and really have fulfillment here within this connection. I think this stresses this person out. Okay? Well, shit. Yeah. So that's it. So let's see. Aqua, did I miss the finance reading? No, actually I didn't. I just made it private. So I need to go and let me see. Here, I'm going to unprivate that, right? I don't know what made me make that video private yesterday. I just was like, I don't know, maybe I was a little low-key annoyed. So let me see here. Money read. Yep, I did a money read yesterday. Okay, I just made it public again, okay? Because I did that yesterday. See? So you can go back and watch that if you want. I can't remember whether it was a good read or not. I don't recall what was said in that video at all, hunty. Yeah, I don't recall none of that reading.
Nothing good in your closet? Try mine.
You're welcome.
Welcome to Newly. Rent any 6 styles you want and send them back when you're done.
You're welcome, honey. All right, so look. Okay, so did anybody have any questions that they want to ask tonight? Let me know if you do. If you don't, it's no problem. I've done this reading, and honestly, I feel like we got a pretty good read tonight. So I'm not gonna stress it too much. You know. Remember, I used to be like reading for like 5 hours, y'all. Who's got time for that now? Like, I mean, I get it. If we in the vibe, if we're in the vibe and we're vibing, then maybe. But I don't know that I would just like. I don't know. I guess it just depends. Like, if we are in the zone, that's one thing. I don't feel like I'm in the zone right now, so I was for a second, but I'm not anymore. So. Let me do a finance reading. Okay. Yeah, that's fine if you want to do a finance reading, babe. We can do that. Yeah, I'm glad I looked before I was before I ended this live here because yeah, this I'm done with. I'm done with this energy here. Not too much coming up off this. You know, just more of the same kind of energy. I feel like I need to cleanse the cards though. You used to do 8 hours, I would take a nap. Make tacos and I would still be on OMG. Like now I'm like, girl, could not be bothered that long. could not be bothered, okay? Well, who knows? Like, you know, like because you know, I've started kind of like doing videos where we like talk about stuff as opposed to just tarot. So now if I go back to tarot and we're, you know, doing tarot, I might, who knows? I might get back into that zone. I don't know that I will, but you never know. You never know. Them videos used to be long to the motherfucker. We used to be up. Remember, we used to be up to like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. Well, I used to be up. Apparently, he was taking naps and shit. So, your ass was over there napping and shit. So, that's crazy. How much time has gone by? So I got a new position and I feel overwhelmed and drained. So I just need a finance read. Okay. Right. Let's see. I feel like this deck right here. Maybe this one too. Okay. Let's do this. Yep, that's gonna work. And then I need some sage or something. Or Palo Santo or something. Alrighty, so let's get into it. Are we ready now? So let me find out. You are feeling drained, you said, right? That's not good, honey. Oh no. Doesn't that suck? It's like, okay, get a new job. Drained. That's sucky. I am being called to use it. Let's pull one of these. All right. I guess it's this one. Loosen your grip. Coping mechanism. Density, addiction, let God in. You're in a space of trying to control it all, right? And when you do that, oftentimes you create a sense of resistance. Star bathing, the void. Yep, you need to meditate. Stop, embrace winter. Great cosmic womb. Yeah, you need to meditate. You need to take time for meditation. You need to take time for getting yourself back into alignment. Because you know when you're working specific places, or when you're working in a place that causes you stress or that causes you to feel uncomfortable, overwhelmed, drained, all those feelings, you know, you kind of lose your center. So that's important to remember also, you know. Is this the right book? Because it don't look like it. Lumeria. Like, none of these messages is the right ones. This ain't the right book. Well, I got a good message for what I've read so far. Let me see if I can find the other deck that most likely it's mixed up with. I don't know what happened there. Sheesh. Is it even here? Oh my goodness. Oh no, hold on. Well, apparently, the motherfucker gone, okay? So shit, what I'm supposed to do with that? Oh, here we go, right here. My bad. I found it. Okay, let me see. Somehow I feel like this ain't the book either. Yeah, because, like, doesn't that say light? It definitely does. That's the fucking book. So why the hell is the card not approving the message? What the hell? Loosen your grip. It's not in here. What the fuck? What the actual fuck is going on here? Oh, this is actually low-key unfun. Okay. Anyway, loosen your grip. To me, what comes off of this card is more about you following your intuition. It's also about you not having this overly controlling energy as well. Now, obviously, that's not to say that you're a totally controlling person, but we always sometimes have this sense of control. Like we have to control our lives and the way we work and how we feel and what's going on here and there. Forgetting, okay? Forgetting, and that's the heavily the masculine side of it. That's the heavily the analyzing of it all, being heavily analytical and trying to keep order in your life and structure and all that. It's not a bad thing. It's kind of a part of life, right? But the flip side is that you have to have flow also, right? Because in life, we need that balance. We need that balance between the controlled and the heavily organized and the flowy and just letting things flow as it, you know what I mean? Going with the flow type vibe. We have to have that balance because when we go too far to one side, it could cause us to feel overworked and underpaid, stressed. Or when we go too far to the other side, we could start to feel depleted, stressed. We could start to feel out of control, unable to gain a footing. Okay? So, what is that control though? You know, that's an interesting thing. What I just got, the thought that I just got was control of trying to look the look, right? The look of it all. Trying to look like everything is going good. Trying to make it, you know, look like I got the nice car, and the nice home, and the this and the that, right? That could be a sense of control as well. If you're trying to keep up with what you think your life should look like, right? Which may cause you to even sometimes get jobs at places that you ain't got no business working. Not saying that this is the case, but just kind of calling out how these things can come down the pipeline, right? All right, so light body, crystal grip, transmission, activation, star bathing. I think that you should take some time to really tap into your feminine side, right? Like really tap into that self-care, self-nurturing. You know how we nurture other people? I feel like you really need to take a time to nurture yourself in that way, in that very same way. All right, let's get to the money part of it all. One other thing you need to know is that, listen, Rome was not built in one day, okay? You're not going to get it all done today. You're not going to get it all done tomorrow. So sometimes we put a lot of extra pressure on ourselves, right? Sometimes it's playing catch up, you know? Sometimes it's trying to keep things afloat. Sometimes it's trying to get to a certain place or a position, right? But we need to remember that, you know, lots of people didn't come rich until they were in their 50s, right? So sometimes we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to do everything right now, and we don't really need to do that. Now, I know this don't got nothing to do with you and a job and feeling drained and stuff, but it kind of does, because I have this theory, or this feeling that, you know, when I used to go and apply for jobs, and even I even do this now when I'm like, because like I lease out my building, right? And so when I'm like meeting people, I catch a vibe off the people. You know what I mean? And usually I don't lease to people that I get a bad vibe off. I just don't. Like they could be like, oh, I want to do blah 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 blah. If I get a bad vibe, I don't give a fuck what you throwing at me. I'm not doing it, right? But if we're in a blind, or we feel strained, or we feel stressed, you know what I mean? Sometimes we overlook those slight vibes, right? All right, Spirit. So tell us what's going on finance-wise. I'm sorry, I ain't looked at the comments yet. Oh, I missed one. No. So I haven't had time for that. It's okay, right? I'm just really hard on myself. I get it. I totally get that. Totally get that, being hard on myself. Okay, so the 10 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles. I over the last couple of years, I've been learning how to not be so hard on myself, you know? But I get that, being hard on yourself, because I was like that too. You know? 10 of Pentacles is here with the 3 of Pentacles. You know, you're going to be collaborating with somebody. Look at this. The Sun, the 2 of Cups. What's going on here? What's this all about? What's that? Huh? What is this 2 of Cups? What's that? And the Star? What's this? Care to tell, or you want me to move on? Huh? Huh? Okay, fine. I'll move on. I'm gonna just let that sit there for a second, though, because that's too cute to let it go. What's this? I thought I was gonna be able to let it go. I can't. What is this? This is too cute. Who is this? We've got Aquarius energy here with the 2 of Cups. Okay, we've got the Star card with the 2 of Cups. This is vibes. This. Okay. This right here is, girl. My milkshake bring all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours. I can teach you, but I have to charge. Girl, what is this? I know you want to come and talk about money, but let me stay focused. Fine. 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. You know, you're going to be, I feel like this is a collaboration. Like, you're going to have to work with somebody. But I think right now, babe, like, you're just in that space. This is that time where you are heavily in training, you know? That's the 3 of Pentacles represents. It represents collaborations and working with somebody, making progress, but it also represents, like, training. Like, when you are maybe not an intern, but like you're new to something, and even though you get paid for it, it's still training for you. And so unfortunately, when you in that stage where you're still training and you haven't quite become like self-sufficient in your knowing of what you're doing, right? Sometimes you take the jobs that aren't the greatest because you have to learn, right? You have to learn the field. You have to learn the industry. And that could be very well what we're dealing with right now. I'm sorry for laughing, babe, but you know, it's annoying. I get it. It's like, y'all ain't paying me enough for all this, right? I get it. But those are the kind of ins and outs of learning an industry, and also, you know, that, well, you're learning the ins and outs right now. You're learning the ins and outs, you know, in the next like couple years, if you stick with this career, you're like, you're gonna be telling other girls like, don't go work at that school, don't work over there, don't do this. Like, you're gonna be well versed in what to do, what not to do, what feels good to you, what doesn't. But the unfortunate part of it right now is that this is the part of the training that you have to get that on the job training. And when you're getting that on the job training, sometimes you take the worst fucking jobs, or sometimes the jobs that they give you are the ones in the middle of the city where everything is ghetto, and you're like, bitch, I'm not cut out for this shit. I wasn't cut out for this shit. Okay? I get it. All right, let me see. And the thing about it is, I know that that's frustrating for you, right? But also, you know, this is how you learn. I'll tell you what. Yeah, that's when you learn your boundaries, right? You got to learn your boundaries too, because listen, we think that boundaries are only for love and relationships and connection. Absolutely not. Boundaries are for jobs. Boundaries are for you know, parents. Okay. Boundaries are for pretty much all aspects of our life, where we have to teach other people where the boundary is and where not to cross, right? Now, as far as the finance question, I need a bit of more clarity on whether or not you're trying to understand. What are we trying to get an understanding of? Are you trying to get an understanding of whether or not you're going to receive finances? Like, I don't know what we're asking here. So I'll keep going, but also, what is this? You still haven't answered. What is this? You said it's ghetto there. I'm feeling like this shit is ghetto. I cannot do this. Like, y'all hear me? I sound like a valley girl. I can't do this. But you can, though, right? You can. It's just very difficult, and you don't want to do it, right? And I get it. Sometimes if it's potential for you to not do it and to go find a better job, it's not worth the stress sometimes. That's how it feels, right? Sometimes it feels like that. It feels like, listen, it ain't worth all this bullshit now, goddamn it. I'm about to go on over here to the private schools. Nobody's got time for this shit, right? So I do understand that. I definitely understand. Should I stay or go? Okay, good. Perfect. So I get it. You want to know, should you stay or go? But I'm still trying to figure out what this is. I see a different energy too. I see it. I see it. I see it. I see it. All right, moving forward. All right, Spirit, we need to know. You know, I'm seeing some details here. This is definitely, you are at a this is a place where you have to determine in your industry, what type of nurse am I going to be? What type of nurse am I going to be? Where am I going to go? Am I going to do the hard job, or am I not going to do the hard job? Okay. I feel like your commitment is being tested for sure. You do have a decision to make for sure. I do also feel like Spirit is asking you to do the right thing. I know. Because of the Hierophant here. This is about doing the right thing. Hmm. I'm getting a vibe kind of like it's shit. The self. The self. The thing is, I don't think you should be holding back how you feel about whatever it is that you're experiencing here, right? I think that you need to be strategic about your decision about your move forward. I do feel that a part of you being at this place is a part of your training, your spiritual training as well, right? So I know that might be difficult because it's like, shh. But keep in mind, just because something's a part of your spiritual training don't mean you got to stay there for fucking ever. Ain't nobody got time for that, right? Like, I think Spirit wants you to be more clear about what you are trying to do, how you want to feel, and I think this is a part of that process. I think as it relates to staying or going, this is about you listening to yourself. Why is that? Because maybe you get a lot of advice from your parents. I'm not saying you do, but maybe you do, right? Or maybe you get a lot of advice from somebody specifically, some other people, right? But when are you listening to yourself? How are you feeling about this shit? That's what the Two of Swords is saying. How the fuck do you feel? Do you want to keep feeling like that? Okay then. That's the question that's being asked right now. And the reality is that I could tell you, yeah, go ahead and leave. I could tell you also, Spirit wants you to stay because this is a part of your training. But the reality that I feel here is that this is more about you almost like, I don't want to say taking a leap of faith, but almost like standing in your own power of knowing who the fuck you are, what the fuck you want, and where the fuck you're going, right? And sometimes that requires you to make the hard choices. I know that ain't what you asked me. I know. I know, damn it. I know, damn it. That's just what I'm saying, though. Like, let me break it down. Let me break it down real quick. Let me break it down. The reason why it came out like that. Look, the Judgment card is here. The Judgment card is about a decision, right? It's about a decision. But we also have the training card, right? We got the training card up here. And we also have the Devil card, which could represent many things. This could represent the stress. This could represent the feeling of manipulation. This could also represent the negative energy that you might feel or whatever might be coming through in that regard. But this may also represent something that you need to conquer, right? Then we got the Judgment card. The Judgment card represents a decision that has to be made. The Magician comes in after that, and the Magician is representing resourcefulness, manifestation. It's representing you bringing into fruition what it is that you would desire in life. Now over here, we've got the wheel card, right? And then right next to the wheel card, we have the Hierophant, which is representing do the right thing or something that is right, right? Or being committed as well. So this could be being committed to what it is that you set forth to be committed to, right? Now we've got all these other cards, okay? But really, that was kind of a part of the breakdown for me. The Six of Wands bringing in the energy of victory, you know. There's not a lot of energy of leaving in here at all. There is a ghosting energy, okay? So maybe you ghosting this motherfucker job, okay? Okay. All right. As far as should you leave the job, based on the cards, I'm going to say the answer is yes. Okay? I'm going to say the answer is yes, but I do feel that's with a caveat. That yes is with stipulations. The stipulations, one is that you really take a deep dive at how you're feeling about it all. But also, it's about paying attention to how you've been feeling overall. Okay? And following your intuition when you are making decisions and choices. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm feeling like overall it's a yes. I do think that there was something potentially where you are that you needed to learn, or maybe there's something that you're continuing to learn and gather. There's some details that you're continuing to learn and gather, and that's probably why this whole thing kind of rolled out like this, where it was more of a storyline about what you're kind of the pathway that you're taking. This is all about your pathway, right? It's not really an answer. It's more telling me all the things that you've either already experienced or going to experience with this position or this job, right? And then these cards here were kind of answering the yes or no part of that question. But I think that there is something here for you to gather. There's wisdom for you to gain. I'll say it like that. There's wisdom for you to gain in this whole experience. And I think that that is why Spirit has put you there to begin with. All right, I'm done. Did you get what you needed, babe? Let me know. Hey, Coco. You're going to learn there or somewhere else. I get it. I have 2 months left before summer break. Oh, that's not bad. You're so welcome. She said no move right now. Meow. Hey, Coco. How you doing, honey? So I need to know right now. Is something else coming? I didn't see that part. As far as something else coming, it's looking like not for a while. Oh, shoot. But then something will come through. Something will come through, but it might take a little bit of time. It might take a little bit more. Might take a little time. Okay, so that is good. We are done there, Hunty. I'm doing good. How about you? Wait, should I stay those 2 months? Please deposit $777. Judgment, decisions. I feel like your prayer will be answered. Ooh, 2 of Cups is here again. Now, we did have that come out earlier. The High Priestess, you know. Girl, are you involved with somebody at your job? Like, is there somebody at your job that you're giving 2 of Cups in? Some of those 2 of Cups vibe is here? Because this 2 of Cups vibe has come out again. What is going on here? What is this? And why is it showing up in your reading? I want to know. What is going on? Now, you know I can see stuff. Let me. All right, I'm not going to be nosy. You know what? I'm not going to do that. Because that's how these readings be going too damn long. That's how these readings be going too damn long. Look at that, 4 of Wands. A ghost. Somebody's walking away from an engagement? What? Focus on yourself. Oh shit. Let me put these cards up. Let me put these cards up. I be hiding in the office. Spirit always pulling the Two of Cups in my reads, and there's no action. Oh my goodness. I know how they be feeling. Like, God damn it. Where is it? Where is this Two of Cups coming? I don't know. Could be partnerships. Could be about health as well. Something about health. No, this is about love, honey. What is going on? Where is this love coming from? When is it coming? When is it coming? When is it coming from? Spirit, when is this coming? When is this coming? Ooh, okay. Chariot. You see this, right? Six of Cups. Past. The Devil. Temptation. Three of Pentacles. 3 years. 3 years time. Now keep in mind, 3 years time could be 3 years time from some past event. 3 years total time. This is about a past temptation or a past connection or something like that. Okay, I'm done. I'm done for real this time. 10 years from now, it's far, far future. That's not 10 years, 3 years. It's only 3 years. But it could be, I'm not even saying this is 3 years from now. This could be 3 years from 2 years ago, right? So 1 more year. Huh? You know? That could be 3 years from 2 years ago, you know? That's all I'm saying. You're welcome, babe. So, Aqua, can you see how my weekend's going to go with my person? And I go on a mini trip. Okay, let's find out. Okay, it wanted to come out, so it came back out. 6 of Wands is here. 10 of Wands. Hierophant. Queen of Pentacles. Reverse. So there's going to be a little bit of turbulence, hunty. A little bit of turbulence. Obviously, it's going to turn out 10 of Cups vibe. Having fun. A little bit of passion. Enjoying each other. But I think there's going to be a little bit of stress surrounding this trip. It could just be stress on the way getting there. Maybe something occurs. But you guys are you're doubling down, 10 toes down, you're going to make it. But there's turbulence. Okay? So you get there. You have the fun. You get to the place. You do the thing. You enjoy the thing. But between takeoff and landing, there's a little bit of turbulence. Also, I think that maybe you should put a little extra money aside as well. Just a little extra money. Just put a little extra money to the side for this trip. As far as emotionally, everything is looking good, feeling good, and all that. As far as like the emotional sharing, actually, it's the money part. Something's going on here with the money, so that's why I say put some extra money, put some extra dollars to the side for this trip. Like, you know, okay, for instance, let's just say you go on a trip with somebody, right? And you go on a trip with somebody, and you're like, okay, we like maybe just say y'all doing kind of like a last minute thing, right? And so you're like, okay, we gotta get a room. We gotta get a room. Let's say y'all traveling by car or something. He's like, oh, we gotta get a vehicle, right? I'm sorry, we gotta get a room. We gotta get a room. So y'all drive in trying to find a room, and they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna stop here, right? And you're sleeping, so you don't know what's going on. By the time you wake up and get in this room, you're at a motel 2. Okay, you're like, oh, I know you got me fucked up, right? Like, and listen, some people, okay, they are, I don't know if it's willfully stupid or just like willfully absent minded, right? But some people just, they're never going to understand that where you stay when you're, you know, traveling, you know, it matters. Okay, it does matter. Okay, it does matter. When we get into a room where them paper thin ass blankets don't warm up shit, and you got to keep the AC on low, because when you don't put it on low, it smells like mold and mildew in this bitch. Okay, you know, it's just certain things that certain people don't get. Okay, so yeah, take some extra money and be happier. Okay, thank you. Ace of Wands, the purple in the cards. Oh yeah. I'm wanting to cancel and don't feel too well because I'm getting sick. Oh no, not getting sick. Well, I'm just saying, like, you know, maybe it's not the room, but I was trying to use that as an example of like when you're traveling with somebody who maybe in certain ways y'all just don't vibe. Like we're not vibing on this room, bro. Like if you putting us in a motel, we're not vibing here, okay? Nothing's gonna make me vibe with that, okay? Like I don't care what you're talking about, okay? But then they want to, you know, or they could be like, get a great room, but then all they want to feed you is McDonald's. Like, okay, I'm still trying to be living after. I want to continue to have life in myself after we walk out of here. So if you're trying to feed me McDonald's, I feel like you're trying to kill me, okay? Because McDonald's, okay, does not create a healthy, okay, living a healthy body, okay? So, you know, it's just little. So just try to use that as an example. Maybe it's not even the hotel room. Maybe it's not that. Maybe it's just something that happens. Like maybe you want to go and go to like events or something. Like, let's say y'all going to Vegas and you want to go to the carnival. You want to go to not the carnival, but you want to go to the circus. So you want to do this and that. And he's like, hey, like we got the room, okay, we done traveled here and got you something nice to eat, okay, let's just walk downstairs and go to this casino, okay, because we not about to be going to 4 different amusement parks and the circus and all this other stuff, right? I'm not saying that this is what your person is doing, but I'm just saying just take some extra money, okay? If you're going, take a little extra money, okay? Oh, okay. So he's the one that's doing the extra spending, and you're the one that's like, this is too much. So I got it flipped around. So you're the one who's penny pinched, who's like feeling pinched penny wise, and he's just like, $400 is no biggie. Like, all right. So how will we flip that energy? What does that mean then? Well, as far as having that extra money, well, that's the energy I was picking up very heavily. Just, you know, having that extra, just having extra couple dollars. You know, it's always good to have some extra money. it looks like y'all doing, like, you know, like I said, it looks like a tiny bit of turbulence, but not nothing too serious. And for the most part, it looks pretty good. Like, you guys are gonna still, it's still gonna be a good gesture. You guys are still gonna enjoy the love of one another. Okay. You feel like he's wasteful? Oh no. Like, ooh, I could be using that on some steaks right now. I'm just I could go to the store and buy 4 steaks with that. That's how I've been like lately. Like, I'll be like, ooh, the way you spending that money is not right. I could I can buy all kind of meals with that. I feel it. I feel it. Oh, well, good then. Then he's the one that's going to spend the money. Then you don't even have to worry about that bringing a little extra money thing, you know? Good. Then he's going to bring the extra money, and good. All right? Then let him do that. And you enjoy yourself. Let him do that, and you enjoy yourself, hunty. So how is nephew doing? Is he feeling better? No, I'd rather have it in my account. No, I feel that. And feel it. Okay. And felt that. He went back to school today. For the first time. Oh, okay, good, good. Yeah, man, this weather. I don't know what it was, but the kids got knocked out, and then I got knocked out, and then, well, no, Gino got knocked out, and then I was the last one, the last Mohican standing, you know, trying to make sure everybody got all the stuff they needed, all their vitamin C's and, you know, garlic and stuff, and then shablam. Okay, that's good. That's good. Let me see if I can. Hey guys, I still haven't fixed my phone. I don't know if I'm supposed to go to the store and pass it to them so they can fix it or what. But I need to though, because I'm tired of this shit. Not drinking garlic. Well, garlic will do it though, let me tell you.
Hey, Mom.
Hey. What's up?
Not much. Just about to make some cereal.
Oh, okay.
You want some?
Mm-mm. Well, how do you drink garlic? You make a smoothie with it or what? Because I chew it. I do. Should be hot as hell. Burning the hell out your throat. Oh, okay. Yeah, like whipping it up in a smoothie. Okay, I get that. Well, I'm glad to see you guys are doing okay. I've been just, you know, doing what a girl does. You know, just doing what a girl does. It don't burn my stomach. Only when I was really, really sick. But no, not generally. Generally, no. But when I did notice that when I was sick last time, I was really sick. It did then. Oh, I burned my stomach. What do you mean? It burned the throat though. Like it burned the hell out that throat, tongue, all that. So, Aquarius Babe was, what's going on at the, this is a new school, right? What's going on at the new school? Are they fighting you? Yeah, oh yeah. It burned the whole way through, but that's why it's really good for strep throat though. Garlic is really good for strep throat. Oh, I'm glad to see you guys. I'm glad y'all doing all right. Shoot. I just been working. I took a break though for a good week. The kids are crazy, 5 every day. I'm a baby nurse, so it's overwhelming because I'm not that exposed. Y'all get to acting crazy now. God damn it, sit on down. Oh no! CPR? They be shooting at each other or something? Like y'all gonna sit on down now. You just gotta put a little bass in your voice, you know? Hey, goddammit. Oh yeah. That middle school, middle school. Sometimes middle schoolers be worse than the high schoolers. Sometimes middle schoolers be worse than a high schooler, seriously. Well, look at all that training you're getting over there. Yeah, them hormones, yeah, they be raging. Still haven't figured out how to use them yet. You know what I mean? Still haven't figured out how to use them at that time. That's when they brand new. And they just start dropping on you and you don't even know what's going on. Yep. That's what it is. Whew. Bless both of y'all's heart, by the way. Okay? Y'all doing God's work right now. Y'all working for Jesus right now, okay? Y'all are working for Jesus, all right? I'm just saying that, you know, y'all doing the good Lord's work right now. That's all I'm saying is that y'all doing the good Lord's work right now, okay? Because a lot of people need it, you know? Yeah. Hey, bro.
Yeah.
Can you bring my almonds?
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna say y'all doing the good Lord's work right now.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, the special needs department, it'd be difficult. I used to have this little kid. I'm sure this nigga was. I don't even know what he was, but he definitely was something. He was violent too. He was bad as hell. I know we ain't supposed to call him bad, but shit. A little white kid. He was just... I know you ain't supposed to call them bad, you know, especially when they got special needs, but shit. He was one of them, you know when you get a kid where their mom and their daddy just so this motherfucker don't scream and cry and kick, they just let him do whatever the fuck he want to do. And now he running every fucking body he comes across. Well, I done went up, me and this little nigga was going at it. Like, hey, you not about to come up in here and do whatever the fuck you want to do. I'm not that one, right? We gonna have it out. So, yeah. I feel it. You think? That's so funny you said that. Right, just lay on the ground. You know? And you know damn well we got to get in this line so we can go outside or we can go down the hallway to go do some shit, but you want to lay on the floor? Get up. But you know what happens? Every time everybody start disappearing and the noise start going down and they not the focal point, then they start looking around like, hey, where's everybody at? They'll get up and go get in line. And yeah, get your ass in line. You do have one or two of them that'll then go and start doing their own thing, you know. Corey's babe was, I feel you. I used to feel like that too, but in reality, it's different dealing with other people's kids than it's dealing with your own kids. So I felt like I was gonna be like that too, but it wasn't like that. She said, girl, I ain't gonna have my own kids. And maybe you won't. Like maybe it really is just like, nah, I'm good. I will say that it didn't have that impact on me, right? Because then once I got pregnant, you know, and then my kids are born, I was excited. I enjoyed being a mom. One-on-one. Yeah, that's good. Because with the one-on-ones, the kid ain't got no audience, you know? And you can tell the parents, hey, why don't you go get some coffee or something? Why don't you go get some coffee? You know? But I was working in a classroom though, you know, with many kids. Back in those days anyway. And parents didn't used to play around with me. I was like, right? Because you deal with your kid doing all this stuff. I'm not doing that. These kids gonna act like they got some sense in my classroom. Right? Mm-hmm. So you can teach the parents like methods and techniques. Yeah, Corey, babe, what happened? Like, you had that. The one lady that was starting to fight with you, did she start a fight? Did you have to lay hands on her? Did you have to lay the good Lord's hands on her? Well, do you like it? Coco? Is this the part of the training where you got to go through all the different specialties, you know? And do you like it? I know you mentioned you don't really like how the parents be half-assing it, you know? Oh, the mom was crazy. It was an easy job. See? Damn. What happened with that though? Like, what? Did you just quit? Oh, good. Oh, good. So, are you gonna change from? Cause you said you wanted to do couples therapy, right? Like couples therapy. So, are you changing from that to dealing with children with disabilities, or, you know? Oh, yeah, you need more hours. Yep. Now them kids are stressing you out. You like, I don't want to do CPR. I don't want to do CPR. Aquarius baby said the tea, honey. Coco probably seen me and Gino going at it. She be like, I don't want to deal with none of that. I changed my mind. I ain't dealing with these couples. Nobody got time for that. Okay, I get it. I get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your place.
Is this
Moving. Oh,
do you still have to have like a
turn up the fun with Crunch.
like a
To a vacation that's so much more with Norwegian
like a main doctor over you right now? Like, are you gonna stick in the spot where you still have to have like a main doctor in the vicinity where you work? Or are you free to just do whatever? That's why I love children in childcare, because children they really are just innocent little things, and they need to be protected and also guided in the right directions, right? And it's just so fun to watch them grow, you know, because they go from like not knowing shit, you know, to learning things about the world and learning how the world operates. And it's just so fun watching that process, you know? Wow. That part. That's why, like, interestingly enough, for a little bit, because I said when I was in the classroom, I was dealing with Sam. His name was Sam, okay? Sam was bad as hell, okay? But and I was in a class that was overly full, and I was pregnant. So they was honestly out of compliance for real. But I felt like oh, I lost my train of thought. Oh, I didn't want to have. I was like, I don't know if I should have kids with this, but it's not the same. I absolutely loved being a mom. I did. Of course, I had stressful times and stressful moments, but being a mom has been like one of the best. It was like the best thing. I love being a mom. Sania was reading at like, she was reading full books at 4. I keep saying 2. I want to say 2, but maybe she was just really good at her alphabets and really good at small words. Like, you know, like cat, dog, stuff like that. At 2. But she was reading books at 4. Okay. You can't wait for what Aquarius Bay was, because Aquarius Bay was a couple comments back. He was like, I don't know about this kid shit. I don't know about this kid shit. Because you're looking at them. You're looking at them when they're like, they got like pubic hairs on their face, you know. Hormones are ravaged, you know, raging. They don't like authority, you know. You at that age where they dealing with all this shit. Voice getting deeper. Gotta wake up too early in the morning, you know. Being a teenager is stressful. Being a middle school teenager is a lot of things happening all at one time, you know? I still remember when I was 13. There was a lot going on. She said, I don't want no kids. But you're missing the part where they're like 4, 3, 2, 1. You missing the cute stage, you know? Don't let the middle schoolers get you out of that. Yeah, you gotta work with the younger ones, you know, kindergarten, 2nd, 3rd grade. They're so enthusiastic about life. And then they turn into like serial killers. You know? Don't let that change your mind. It was hard. Like, I won't say being a parent was easy. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't always that easy, but it's very, very rewarding. I loved being a mom. Even like little Gino. So remember, I'm telling y'all, remember, but one time, me and little Gino was in the kitchen, and I had like these big ass steaks that I had picked up and I was gonna cook. I'm over in the kitchen flipping them around, whatever, and I flip one up in the air, and it falls flat on his face. It falls flat on his face. He and I both bust out laughing. Like, Gino was an absolute pleasure to be a stepmom too. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Little Gino was the absolute best stepkid in the world, right? He had his little shit. Everybody got their little shit. This is my bonus kid. Like, I enjoyed the process of being a mom all around, right? Well, ladies, you guys are doing the good Lord's work right now. I just want to let you know that. So we thank you and we appreciate you, okay? For doing that work. Okay? Because Lord knows that somebody has to be a normal human being in these children's lives, you know? Somebody has to be the voice of reason. And I have faith that you are. Well, 12:18. I'm going to go. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. Hopefully you guys are going to have a wonderful rest of your evening. Hopefully you had a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Smash the like button. And I will see you guys in my next one. Night, guys. Good morning. Good night.